Alright guys, so I've got a mtronic 462 that's ported, 28-inch bar. We've got our oak cant, 3x4, about 25 by 3 foot. Full comp Stihl RS chain, 7-pin sprocket, Tree Monkey Special. And we've got a standard. So Scott has a number of 462s here that he's porting, and we happen to have a standard carb version from Europe. That's where he got it. So we've got all the pieces. We're going to run it in the cant for time. The mtronic, you saw the top RPM there, max RPM, 13.6. So we'll try to do something similar to that with the regular carb, and just see, we're going to see if there's a difference between the mtronic and a regular carb saw. So hopefully we have all our tools, and hopefully we have everything.
And it is limited to 13.6, and this very well may be limited too, so just in the carburetor might not be.
Oh, it might not be the same.
We might have to fight with that a little bit.
Okay.
We might be in this block behind us to
Alright.
tune the carburetor.
So I think we have everything. Mountain Dew, that's good. Scott, he needs that. And while it's ported, we opted to use 2 standard flywheels, so the timing is exactly the same. So with that said, let's run the saw mtronic. Okay, so we'll leave the bar and chain on and go from here.
I dumped the gas out. Told you we'd forget something.
You're right. Son of a gun. Alright. I'm gonna run and get a gas can.
You can go get a card. Isn't this card?
Man, we did forget stuff. You're right, we forget something.
Never fails.
And the trusty business card. Gas is right behind you.
This, right? Remember how that was? Yeah. Probably should have changed flywheel first, but I can't imagine any difference in them.
Not first. It's a special Stihl tool, right?
Yeah. It's steel, ain't it? Not plastic.
Doesn't want to line up? Are you kidding me?
We had it on there before, didn't we?
No, we didn't change the flywheel last try. Well, that's odd.
Let me just get this out of the way. Maybe we're just sitting on it.
Could be.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's good.
So they are different in diameter then, because otherwise it would have went right on.
Yeah, interesting. All right, regap.
We're learning.
We're learning. First try. Gapped. That's tight, that's tight. Gotta have the
Shoehorn in there.
shoehorn. Is it the official, is
The supercharger.
it the supercharger?
Yeah. Yep.
Ready. Well, at least we don't have to screw with the decomp.
Yeah. That slowed us down before.
So what's the deal with these metal limiter caps, I guess you would call them?
EPA has made a law that they have to be, maybe we have to change that too. Right, there it is. It's a deterrent. It's not that you can't overcome it.
Which we did.
All right.
We defeated them.
They want it to take a certain amount of time to defeat it,
Right, I suppose.
to deter people from trying to do it. So that's what that foolishness is about. So as people get smarter and figure it out and can do them quicker, then Stihl is forced to make them more difficult to do, which these are ridiculous. But,
I like the red plastic ones.
yeah, it's not as bad as Dolmar. They actually, on some of their saws, they actually epoxied the jets closed.
Oh, wow.
And you had to grind away the epoxy and dig and scrape and scratch and try to get it out of there, and just to tune the saw if it needed to be tuned. Yeah, that was really ridiculous. It's also part of why you see
Grommet?
saws that don't have any adjustment at all.
Do you even want that on there for the test? Yeah. Well, it goes on real easy. Hey, there it is. I like that filter. Just other, not that
Yep,
one.
but I changed colors.
Yeah.
Might just looking to see if I missed anything. Don't think I have.
Look at that. It is now a standard carb saw.
It's not gonna run as well. I can tell you that already because it doesn't have a sticker on it.
All right.
Yes.
Need gas.
That run better with a little gas in.
All right. Put that over here. Doesn't get full of dust.
Don't lose that screw.
Don't lose, yeah, you can't buy this. What is this from? This is from the
Coil wire on the coil.
do not
The
use.
switch wire on the coil. If you lose that, you can't buy that screw. Can't buy it for like the 261s and
Wow.
all the same screw, but you can't buy a screw.
All right. All right, moment of truth. Hopefully it goes to plan here. Fire. Masking tape. Here. Don't want to damage the cover. There's no place to hook on.
What on earth did you do to my roll masking tape? Jesus.
I think your tape's too old, dude. it hit 13.5 or something?
Yeah, it's right, that's,
So you're thinking it's hitting the limiter?
yeah, I can hear it hitting the limiter.
Okay.
That tech depends on the type of limiter that they have. That tach will work
Okay.
or not work, so
I just throw it
this
on.
is limited by timing. Otherwise, the tach goes nuts.
So this coil is limited by,
The same way as the mtronic coil is limited
it retards
by
the timing.
timing and,
Okay.
yep. It has to be, I mean, to verify that, we'd have to put a timing light on it,
Right.
which becomes an issue of, I can't get a timing light that runs 15,000.
Yeah, that's,
Can't buy a timing light over 10,000 RPM because I was
They're
told you
few-
can't read it.
few and far between, that's for sure.
It would have to be digital.
Right.
Otherwise, I was told you can't see the light. So it'd have to be a high dollar digital type system.
All right, here we go. For time.
That was interesting.
So I got 39.4 on the mtronic and 38.9 on the
Carbureted?
carbureted. So, I don't know, half a second. But you're satisfied with the tune that you had?
It might be just a whisper lean.
Okay.
As far as what I'd really like to see out being used, but I think for our testing, we could do that. But the mtronic, I'm sure, is running a little bit richer than this is right now.
Mm-hmm. So
I
essentially,
won't say much.
so essentially, I mean, if you had a little bit fatter tune, you're right there.
They're gonna be close.
Was there any difference in feel, how the saw ran, or
I can't tell that. It's too close for that.
no difference in torque, or you just, it's
I
just
don't
too
think
close?
so, you know.
Okay,
When we were testing 661s,
yeah,
I could never make a carbureted one work
right.
cut as fast as a
Right.
mtronic.
I mean, I think it was real close, the
It was
time.
close, but I couldn't make it outcut it.
Right.
This one is
We could
right there.
tune the RPM well past what the mtronic would do, but we could never, it didn't matter. Didn't matter.
And you're not, you know, for everyday, day-to-day use,
Yeah,
what is a second on this 30-second cut?
exactly.
So the thing is, that mtronic is always right. We're only testing this large block.
True.
But if we start cutting on
Moving
smaller
around,
wood
right.
and doing all of that,
If you're doing,
the
if you're,
mtronic is going to correct itself
Yeah.
where the carburetor is stuck where it is.
yeah, if you're doing a falling cut and then you limit tree, I mean, the
Big
two,
wood, small wood,
Yeah,
everything's
you're
changing
changing- you're right.
constantly.
The mtronic-
is constantly changing.
Right.
Where this is, you're stuck with what exactly.
right, and who's gonna tune after
For
their,
every tree.
Yeah.
Or every cut or whatever. yeah.
right. Oh, well, I'm done falling the tree, I'm
Yep.
gonna limit, so I'm gonna retune, yeah, okay.
I think at the end of the day, the mtronic is gonna come out a hit.
Yeah.
No matter what, that's just my
And
opinion.
possibly on fuel mileage and, yeah. Interesting. All right, well, that's a wrap, guys, thanks for watching.